G'day viewers, Ivan here from Peak Offroad Equipment, Wetherill Park, Sydney, Australia. And as you can see, we're not in the showroom, we're in the workshop. The showroom's full and David's come out early. This one probably a little bit more of the workshop video anyway. What we're going to see today is the Patriot X1 early version trailer, or maybe early, but they used to have the old tents on them. And what we did to make this happen. So in this case, the customer has come up and said, hey, Ivan, I want the tent reversed so I can walk up, and I'm going to show you that. And there's also a couple of little issues as well that we've got to kind of try and work around. We'll see how that all works. But anyway, let's get started, and I'll go show you the clearances first. Right, as you can see here, we have a walk-up scenario. Now, the customer will later on put some sort of bracket here to make a ladder, not a ladder, but a step, and maybe even some sort of mesh on here. But I'll just show you, up we go. Now you think of your bed at home, it's up to here. I would put something on here and then you're in. I'll actually get in. Right, so it's actually not too hard to get in and out of this thing, but a nice platform on the floor here to land after you slide off this would be much better. A step here would be good, or some sort of platform, a grid of some sort. Also, we cannot bring the tent any further. Now I'll show you both ways, the front and the rear. Let's do the front now. So in here, in these ones, they've got the Magic Weber scenario. And David, if you'd like to have a look here, where my hand is, these latches, as you can see, are nearly, there's 20mm gap, which is basically my finger. And this is as far forward as, far forward as we can bring the, oh God, it's hard work. As far forward as we can bring it. Now, if we go straight to the back, David, and everyone say hello to David. David's filming today, and we're doing this during the daylight hours, which is unbelievable. Okay, the other thing that we had to get over is this tyre is much higher than the base or the top of the X1. So you can see it finishes here, and the tyre's here. Now, we make, stay there, David. We make these for the X1s. They're pretty exy, and we also powder coat them in that textury powder coat. We glue and screw this on. Pretty straightforward to do that. And that will give you, we've got here 60mm, 3 fingers, 60mm, 20, 40, 60. So we've got 60mm here. This will give you, because this tyre is worn, so a new tyre may be another 10, 15, so you might get a 40mm gap between here and here. This also helps with the awning. Hopefully it will clear, but not always. It may have to be brought forward if it's a 270 awning. So the problems are the tent size is the biggest issue. So if you see here, this is where the awning finishes and the tent finishes here. So we've got, sorry Dave, it's about this much gap. It's hard to do both sides here, but we've got this much gap. So when this gets up to a decent height, it should come up through here, and then you can cover up the back area of the camper. Now, if you have a look here, Dave, how this was mounted, this is pretty easy. So right through, we've bolted 4 bolts on each one, and in the middle is unaccessible, so they're just nut-certed, but they are glued down with a Sidal adhesive polyurethane glue. And when you get a tent, so we're jumping around, we're finished with these. This bar here is the way to do it. Now the tent is strong, it's all part of one, so that's easy. Now in the Bush Company, especially for the AX27 that we have here, these are what you get. These are fine, they're exactly the same as these, but they're not. These ones, we make these, and I'm pretty certain Bush Company is going to be making them as well. Now if you have a look here, David. I don't know if you can see it. See this weld here? Right, see that weld there? When you put this on here, this weld really does get in the way. When you put this on here, 99% of the time, you're gonna hit the weld. And it makes it hard to mount the tent because there's very little clearance. So with these ones, you can go really specific. And if you move the tent 20 or 30 mil either way, you'll miss those welds. Now, it's not the end of the world if you get on the weld, it'll still do the job. But for neatness, this is what we prefer here. And like I said, Bush Company will be making these, or they used to make these, and they'll be returning hopefully to make those. So 6 of these L brackets to mount it directly under here. Once you put the tent on top, throw the brackets in, mark them out, drill them, and you're done. Very, very simple. I will be getting sets of these together and putting it in our shop. So keep an eye out if you've got an X1 to have this sort of scenario. Now, as far as power, power comes in from the Anderson plug here, and that's a really easy wiring run into a one of those plugs. What do you call them? That name escapes me. It'll come to me, but then plug it there, fully waterproof, and you're done. Solar is the same connection. You can still run the solar wires down and follow the track in and down again on the other side. With these, it also gives you another option. You can see the height of this. It's quite high, and there's quite a lot of volume in there. Now, you can either put a cage on the other side, be very easy to do, or you can just put the strips down here with the eyelets that you can adjust the eyelets on both sides. It would not be very difficult to do, and then you can throw something in and strap it down. That amount of space, which is the whole of the top, is a lot of space, so you can definitely get some stuff in there, some good sized boxes or whatever you need. Going back to the overall height of it as well, the overall height is really only up to here. So we're talking about 1.8 metres off the ground now. And for a hard shell tent, that is a lot. Don't forget you can put a one stick-on panel here at 430 watts, and that's a tremendous amount as well, including the load bars. I don't really have too much more. It is really a straightforward fit out, and it really comes down to putting these on. Once you've put these on, it is very easy to do. And you can mount the Boss like this, the Alu-Cab, in this case the AX27 from Bush Company. All the tents will go on. Very, very simple. All right, I think that kind of covers it all. Patriot Campers, X1. I'll finish the video here. I hope you enjoyed that. It's insight into the workshop. We are busy, as you can see to my left here. We're just putting a canopy camper on the on a brand new Hilux. That is also stupidly popular at the moment. And yeah, come down to the showroom, Wellera Parks in Australia. Don't forget to subscribe. I haven't asked this much, but I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. So get into that and have a good weekend, guys. Hooroo. See you out there. Cheers. This is easy to do. Oh my God. We could do it this way too. Try not to kill you. And fold and seam. And seam, I think this is the first time it's gone down. And seam again. Make a tuxedo. Turn it the other way and bring it down. And bring it down. How easy is this when you don't have to be on a ladder? Let the air out. Put a lock on it. We're out of here.